Hi guys, I'm Jyoti. If you're preparing for any of the commerce exams like UGC NET, for PGTs, TGTs, wherein the commerce portion is there, this is actually the right platform for you. Today, here we are going to discuss the topic related to strategic management. The topic which we are going to cover would be the business environment. If you're watching my video on YouTube, please do not forget to press the bell icon so that you can get the notifications regarding the latest updates. So, without wasting time, we'll go ahead with the video. What is business environment? Firstly, we are just going to discuss what is business. Business actually means busy in some activity. It means conducting some activity like we are doing some work, like we are doing some sale or purchase, and the main motive behind that is either to earn profit or the growth of the organization. As we all know that whenever we set an organization, there are certain objectives which we keep in mind. Objectives are actually the pillars or the guidelines which actually motivate a person to achieve its aim of the organization. For setting up a business, there are certain objectives that need to be kept in mind. First and the foremost objective of business is to earn profit. That is profitability. Profitability is the first and the foremost objective of business. Without profit, an organization cannot go ahead and survive in long run. The second thing is the growth. Growth should not only be in terms of the graph of the organization, it should increase. There should be an increase in the profit, there should be an increase in the revenue, there should be increase in the capacity or the number of the employees, etc. Next objective of setting up a business is to stability. Stability means continuity of business. Business should not be set up with the aim that it is going to go ahead and come to an end in near future. Business should achieve stability in terms of customer satisfaction. Once we are setting up a business, obviously our aim is to satisfy the customers. If the customers are not satisfied, obviously the organization cannot go ahead and achieve its objectives. Next comes the efficiency. Efficiency means utilizing the resources that we have to its fullest. As we all know that whatever an organization has, they have to use those scarce resources efficiently, and at the same time they have to get the maximum return out of it. And last but not the least objective is the survival. Keeping in mind all other objectives, we do have to keep this thing in mind that an organization should survive all the competition that it might face from its competitors, because business is not an easy path. Entrepreneurs might have to face too many shocks, bolts they might have to face from the competitors as well. Okay, so in short, we can say there are basically the five objectives of business. First is the profitability, to earn profits. Second is to earn growth. Third is the stability should be there, then efficiency, and the last of all is the survival. These are the main objectives of the business. Next comes, what does business environment means? Environment, as we all know, is the surrounding in which we live. But if when we are talking of business environment means what all a business is surrounded with. In easy terms, we can say business is surrounded by either the demand is there, the supply is there, certain laws are there, the competitors are there. These are all the guiding forces by which a business is surrounded. Okay, then what we have to see is, and when we talk of business environment is actually the combination of various factors which are not in the control of an organization. Business continuously interacts with these factors and understand what threats are there, what opportunities might come around, and at the same time a business has to utilize those opportunities and overcome the threats. In general, we can say that business takes some inputs from the environment and provides processes it and then provides the output to the society itself. This can be understood with the help of a diagram as well, that what we are taking from the environment, we are taking the inputs, then what the business is doing, it is just processing that very thing. Those inputs, those resources are being processed, and then whatever we get, that is the output, is provided back to the environment. Why do we think that business environment needs to be understood, or we can say what is the importance of business analysis or environmental analysis? First of all, why is environmental analysis important? Because it helps in understanding what are the current and the potential changes in the environment. Till the time we are not going to analyze our environment, we are not going to understand what factors are there that might affect our organization, how are we going to get to know what are the current changes and what are the potential changes that might affect the business. Second of all, it provides the inputs for the decision making. Till the time we are not going to analyze our environment, we will not get to know what inputs we have which we can take for strategic decision making. Next thing that comes is the facilitates strategic thinking to plan for the future growth of the organization. If we are going to analyze our environment, obviously it is going to help us in making our plans, which will be ultimately good for an organization. Next, if we talk of what is business environment actually composed of, business environment is actually made up of two factors. First is the external environment, and the second is the internal environment. External environment is also known as macro environment, which is a large, or you can say it is a large study involving too many things, and it includes those factors which are not in much control of an organization. Second comes the internal environment. Internal environment is the environment which is also known as micro environment. It includes the factors which are to some extent under the control of an organization. If we understand, or we can say a systematic approach to understand the total environment, is also called SWOT analysis, which is a very important part of strategic management. If we talk of what is SWOT analysis, SWOT stands for strength, W stands for weaknesses, O stands for opportunities, and T stands for threats. So herein we are actually in SWOT analysis, we are going to analyze what are the strengths, weaknesses of the organization and how it can be turned into opportunities so that an organization can go ahead and prevail in the market. With this, we finish off the video. In next video, we are going to discuss the SWOT analysis and various other analysis which are important from the point of view of various exams. If you like my video, please do like and share it with your friends.